When you found out Kyrie wanted to leave, did you know he wanted to leave? Did you think he wanted to leave? Did you think he would ever leave? Because like you said, you had lost the championship. He was injured. You come back, you win the championship with him. Obviously, KD goes there in 2017. You won a game. You probably should have. It should have went further. You had a lead, and then KD hits that 3-pointer. You know, you had laid basically the whole game.
Pull up left wing.
Yeah, the heads it.
Yeah.
And then 2017, he leaves. Did you know he wanted to leave? Were you surprised that he wanted to leave? If you didn't know he wanted to leave,
I think for Kai, you know, we all talked about it. 'Cause I think, you know, we knew this wasn't going to last forever. We knew we had probably a 4 or 5 year window.
Yes.
And we talked about and discussed it.
Right.
We just didn't think it would happen so quickly.
Right.
Because I think Kyrie was in a point where he was ascending and becoming a big, like after Steph, he was next.
Yes.
So you could see, you know, at some point he'd want his own team. But I think, you know, also I think front office could have done a better job of how we handled it. And I think for Kai, he just wanted the conversation. There was things that he wanted done for him that I feel like could have been.
They could have done.
They could have done.
Yeah.
I feel like that relationship could have been fixed. It wasn't one of those where it's like it's a hard no and I'm out.
Right.
It was more so like negotiation. It's like me with the 82.
Right.
If there's only 70 left, I'm gonna take 70.
Right.
But I know I can get 82.
Right.
So for Kai, it's like I have some demands and I've earned the right.
Yeah, I want my trainer to be able to come in.
Yeah, I want my boys.
If my boys want to come walk around, you know, I want them to have access.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm good like that.
And we're not going. And the one thing about our team, we were so grown and mature.
Yeah.
We're not tripping up. We're not gonna be given a hard time like, what, you think I'm gonna come in there and be like, well, I need to get my guy in there now. I'm not doing that, guy.
There are one or two guys that can do that.
Yeah, I know my place.
Yeah.
You know what your mom says, stay in the child's place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I know. So it was like we could have made that work. Obviously, like, listen, we all think about it. And I think Kai's mentioned it on platforms, and obviously Bron is like, because we had something really special.
Yeah.
I think sometimes, you know, it's like life, right?
Yep.
A communication.
Yes.
You know, even when you said about me, like the whole situation with like my situation with Chloe, it's like, have a conversation before something bad happens.
Yes.
Let's have a conversation before decisions are made.
It gets to the point where
there's no return.
Ain't no turning back. Yeah.
Yes.
Is there anything Bron could have done differently?
You know, I don't think so. I think, you know, it was more Kai in the front office.
Right.
And I think maybe at the front office, I don't know the in and out. Maybe if the front office came to Bron and said, help us out, maybe that could have helped it. But I think it's just like communication. Like, we got to be on a string, guys. Like, he has the right to feel away.
Yeah.
Let's fix this.
Yeah.
Let's fix this because
I mean, the man just averaged 29 in the finals.
Yeah. And Bron and the one thing Bron always said, if you ask Bron, he says this: I was going to be in Cleveland for X amount of years, and Bron was going to give the keys to Kyrie.
Yes.
He was never going to gatekeep and hold it.
Yes.
Like, you know, some vets, they're going to hold it till the wheels fall off.
Yes.
And when they're trash, and then they're going to still hold it. Like, Bron already knew, like, I'm going to give you the keys to Cleveland. Like, this is going to be your ship.
Yes.
You see what he's doing right now with Luka?
Yes.
You don't think he was going to do that for Kyrie?
Yes.
Come on now. So.
Man. Did you know LeBron was always going to leave Cleveland, that he was come back there? I mean, you just mentioned he was going to come back there for a finite period of time, and then he's going to be gone.
I think the Kyrie trade kind of put the nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
Because at that point, there's nothing. I'm a good player, but I ain't no Kyrie Irving.
Right. And you weren't going to get another Kyrie.
You're not getting another Kyrie Irving. So, and remember, we made the trade for IT and Jay Crowder, and like, you know, IT at the time.
IT was hurt.
He's hurt. Mind you, IT, that's my dog, but I don't even think, I think we could have reversed that trade.
Yeah. Because he was hurt.
Because he was hurt.
Yeah.
So the fact that we don't do that, it's almost like if you LeBron now, you sitting back, you're like,
you got a guy and you already know he's hurt.
Yeah.
And he got a serious, what did he tear? I think he tore his labrum in his hip.
Yeah, Johnny Flynn, remind you, we had Clutch, so we had CA, but now we had Clutch. We have Johnny Flynn, who's like IT, more of a smaller guard.
Yeah.
Those hip injuries, it's hard to come back from.
Yes.
Especially the way those guys play.
Right.
So, like, we already know what that's going to look like. So, when Bron sees this happening, you're like, oh, you're basically telling me to go.
Because normally what happens, I mean, we've seen this before, guys' trades rescinded because the guy failed a physical.
Yeah. We've seen, I think, there was a trade that happened.
Mark Williams, didn't the Lakers?
Mark Williams, the Lakers did it. They said, oh, that baby toe don't look good. We're going to send you back to Charlotte. So, like, that could have been done.
Wow.
Yeah.
When do you think LeBron will retire? You think he plays 24? He plays 25 seasons. Right now, he's in the process. He's trying to, what's the best situation where I can go and still contribute and potentially win a championship.
Yeah, I think for Bron, he's still playing at a high level.
He is.
I think, I think use D-Wade D-Wade is a great example. D-Wade retired when he was ready. He retired averaging 17 points for the Miami Heat. Mind you, they were 8th seed or 6th seed, but they made the playoffs. I think for Bron, as long as he still feels like he can dominate a game,
yes,
he'll keep playing.
Okay.
Because it's like, why not? You're in great shape.
Yes.
You clearly show that you can lead a team in a playoff series with
yes.
no Luka. There's no reason for you to stop playing.
Right.
You just and for me, the way I look at it is like, keep adding numbers to the leaderboard.
Right.
Because I don't think it's gonna be very hard for someone to pass you.
Right.
But stack it up.
Yeah, to make sure.
Yeah, to make sure. Like
damn, that's really out there. I ain't gonna be able to get.
Yeah, because think about it, to pass Bron in the scoring, you got to play.
You got to play at least 20 seasons.
Maybe more than that, because you got.
Well, you got to play at least 20, but you're gonna need to average probably like 27, 28 points a game.
And you might need some 30 seasons of 30 points because then you can't miss games. Remember, if you miss a game, that sets you back.
Yes.
Remember, Bron didn't really have no serious injuries until Solomon Hill take his high ankle sprain.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So we were actually talking about that on the trip too. He said, my ankle still hurts from that injury.
Really?
Yeah, because as you get older.
Because he was playing at the MVP level. He was playing out of his mind. Because that was the year he scored he went to Atlanta and did a number on Atlanta. He goes to Charlotte, does a number on Charlotte. Right around his birthday, he's playing phenomenal basketball.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it was.
So the high ankle sprain. When you get older.
Yeah.
I get out the bed hurting. I don't know how you feel, but it's just like, no.
Did Kobe tell you if you had his shoes on instead of LeBron's, you get more buckets?
He did tell me that. He did tell me that. I remember the first year Bron back. So I'm wearing the LeBron Soldiers.
Yeah.
And I'm with Nike, so I got the special edition double T colorway. It was fire. So Kobe told me, saying, you'll get more calls and more buckets if you wear my shoe. I looked at it and I just started smiling. I was like, that would be something Kobe would say. It would be something he said.
Who's your GOAT? Because you know what? I think the thing is, I don't think this is ever going to end, Double T.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have this conversation, the Jordan, LeBron. I think your kids are going to have this conversation, and when your kids get old enough to have kids, they're going to have this conversation. Will this conversation ever end?
Listen, as long as you have a Thompson last name, you live in my household, just going to be one go.
Okay.
That's LeBron James. As long as if you got my DNA, you're going to say LeBron James.
Okay.
I think it's all about eras, right? I think it's like this, right? When you ask guys that are 45 and up,
right,
they remember. It's a nostalgic moment, right?
Yes.
It's like why do guys our age love Jordans?
Yes.
When we grew up watching Fresh Prince,
Yeah.
watching the guys in the streets that were making money, they were Jordans.
Yes.
That was like luxury lifestyle. So for older men, it's like NBC, Michael Jordan.
Yes.
What I think it was like WBN, what was the network they were using? Michael Jordan.
Yes.
For us, when we growing up, it's LeBron James.
Correct.
And then playing with him, and I think what makes LeBron the GOAT, it's his leadership.
Yes.
Jordan, he was tough love. He was like my dad.
Yeah.
But that's not what everyone can't take that same kind of coaching, right?
Yes.
Like the way you coach me and the way you coach Kevin Love is totally different. The way you coach me, the way you coach Swish is different. So the fact that Bron knew how to coach people and lead people in different ways.
Right.
That's what greatness looks like.
And I think the thing is that he has a handshake for everybody.
Yeah.
He has a handshake with the coach. He has a handshake with all 15 players. The training staff, Mike Macias. It doesn't. Yeah. He has the video, the camera lady at the Lakers. He got a handshake with her.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is crazy, and he remembers them all.
Yes, think about it. Think about when he talks after games and he talks about the plays that happen in the game.
Yes,
and you're like, yo, how does he remember that? His memory box is out of this world. And even on a trip right now, he remembers all the handshakes still. Think about it. He hasn't been teammates with Shump for 10 years, Deli for 10 years.
Wow.
And he remembers the handshake.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party because we like to do something before 2 something.